Let's talk about fork preload. So on my coaching bike on the MV F3800, I frequently get down here. Now that I've learned the bike and I know what it can do, and I put track slicks on it and go at pace. That's the whole purpose of the one-on-one coaching I do at the track. So if I'm down here, which is mechanical bottom out, that's as far as it'll go, and all my preload is in, I have nothing left, then I do not need to be dumb. I don't need to be cheap. I need to forget about the carbon fiber bits. I need to forget about the smoked double or triple bubble windshield. I need to ignore all of those needs. And I need to get the appropriate fork springs put into my bike, because my weight and ability have maxed out the capability of the spring and the engineering in the fork. Could I cheat and raise my oil level? Sure, but does that fix it? No. Now let's look at another scenario. Let's put that zip tie. All your preload has been removed. We're using half of our travel. You can't get any more preload out. You're stuck. So, why on earth would you ride a motorcycle where you can only access half of the travel if even the compression's out? Then the same thing applies. You need different springs, but you need much lighter springs. So in this instance, because you can't get the travel, you're at extremely high risk of hitting a bump, and instead of it absorbing the bump, lifting over the bump. Well, that means the tire has airtime, and I see a lot of front end crashes because the front is too stiff, or alternatively, it's way down here, it's bottomed out, where the tire can't get the grip it needs or it's overpowered. So changing the springs versus buying blingy bits for your bike is something that you will do in sequence. Now, if you have a road bike and you go 2 up, you're going to change the springs front and rear. You have to, based on the passenger's weight. And you'll buy springs where the minimum preload works great for you and works in the middle to 2/3 of adjustment with you 2 up. So that requires a little diligence. So again, what we talked about, having a conversation will yield some interesting opinions. So not enough travel, softer springs. Too much travel, no preload left, heavier springs. The one thing where this will deviate from human body weight is ability. So you might be 140 pounds, or 60 kilos, but you're screaming fast. And the duress you put the chassis under is going to require a certain spring. So as you get much, much better, the weight part of the equation tends to fade back a little bit, and it becomes specifically about ability. And if you watch any level of racing, they carry boxes of springs and change them per track, per session, specifically for that reason. So when you get faster, you may need another spring on hand that's slightly stiffer to cope with your improvements. So don't assume this is a car. It can't take care of you. You have to be diligent, and the diligence required is as simple as using a zip tie. If you need more information, go to the Dave Moss Tuning YouTube channel, or go to the DM Tuning app for Apple and Android and learn more about springs.
Be sure to check out the Dave Moss Tuning app for iOS and Android. There you'll find grundles and grundles of information on tires, suspension setup, and more.